Supply and distribution management system developed in Visual Studio.NET. Language used is VB.NET and SQL Server as a backend. So once you buy this project, you will get this file, database script, then these documents, project report, installation guide, synopsis, and source code. So source code include all the forms, report, everything. Okay, so first we will configure our database. I am using SQL Server 2014. So you can use any SQL Server version, whichever you have installed in your system. So first start Management Studio. So once the SQL Server starts, just click on Connect. Then you have to create one blank database, new database. You can check the step is written in that your installation guide also, or you can refer this video to configure the system. So I will give the database name as e-distribution. Type the name and click OK. So it will create one new database without any tables. Yes, I just refresh it. There is no table is there. So you have to create all the tables. For that you can run the script. So click on new query. Database script already provided. This database script is there. So you just copy this path. Click on file, open file. Select the script file. So it will all the create table and that insert statement is there. So you just need to execute it. So it will create all the tables. Okay, this user master, there is sample data is there. You can add new user after that. So once it is done, next you have to create one DSN for report. Okay, so for DSN creation, you have to go control panel, type control, go control panel, then administrative tool, then select ODBC driver, ODBC data source. Select on user DSN, click on add, select the SQL Server client, give the name, so you can find the name also, DSN dist, space. Now server name, you can find your SQL Server name from these properties. Just click here. It will be different system to system, like maybe in your system it is different. So whatever, you just copy it and you just paste here that server name. Then Windows authentication, select the database e-distribution, click next, finish, test data source, OK. DSN is created. Now you need to open and configure your project. So this source code is there. I am using Visual Studio 2017 Community Edition. So you can use any version, whichever you have, latest version. So you just double click this solution file, or you can start Visual Studio and open the solution. So I will double click here. So once the project is open in your Visual Studio, if the solution is not open by default, then just close all the document first. There is in view menu, there is an option called Solution Explorer. So you have to click here. So it will give you all the files and reports, everything, the classes, everything. Okay. So there is a class called CLS main. Here connection string is written already. So if it is anything need to be changed, you have to change there. Like data source name, maybe in your system it is different name. Okay. And distribution is the database name. It is the same, so there is no change. But if it is defined in your system, like you have to check your SQL Server, maybe localhost or SQL Express, whatever. So just copy this one and paste here. Okay, so then save. Now another thing you have to do, you have to just go your double click another double. I will show you how to check the crystal report is installed or not. So by default crystal report is not coming with Visual Studio. You have to go about Visual Studio and check whether Visual Studio is already installed or not. So if it is not available, you have to download and install Visual Studio for your Crystal Report for your Visual Studio, like this on crystalreport.net framework. So it is available in the site. So link is given here. So you can, if you don't have the Visual Studio for Crystal Report, just go download this one. You need to click and that you can go there and so whichever Visual Studio you have installed, so you can select download now, then there is the option will come download software now. Because there is a registration process, but it is free. You can add your name and everything, and then you can download it. And once you download, you need to run that setup. But before installation Crystal Board, you have to first install Visual Studio. So once everything is done, and then you can run the project. Okay, so this is the form. Suppose you want to change anything, you have to just double click any of the form. You will get the design. You can add anything. Suppose you want to add your name, just select the label and go to that. Suppose developed by Aditya. So whatever name you can put, like you can change the label. Suppose you want to check the coding, just double click, you'll get the code. Suppose I want to check how to connect the database and everything. So there is a suppose a FRM main. So I will check the login code. So double click here like this. This is the query to get the user ID and password from database. And then there's a connection object is created, and then execute that query against the connection. Then if it is available data, then otherwise it will show message. Like you can just read that all the code, you will get all the details. Okay, so there is no need of any change, but if you want to read and if you want to change or if you want to learn, then you can take this. Now this is the report file, the crystal report. It is already created, but if DSN you have created, just click on database, and there is a option verify database. Okay, and you have to select the data source you have created, DSN DST. Finish. Just do this step only. Click on verify database. Select the DSN we have created. Just finish. Again, double click. Report, sorry, database, verify database, DSN, DST, finish. Last one. Now save all the files. Now close all the open file. So everything is done. Now we can run the project. To run, just click on start. It's a distribution system, means that there is a distributor who is using this system, and he can purchase the product from that vendor supplier, and he can give to the customer, and he take the margin of that. Okay. So there will be product, there will be purchase, there will be sale. So there is a different type of user, like admin user have all the access. So I'll show you as an admin. Okay, so the password you have to type. These details are available in installation guide. Then once you log in, you will this menu is visible. There is a master, there is a transaction, there is a report. So I'll first there's a product category. Okay, so this is for printing industry. Based on printing industry, it is created like machining, paper, everything. This is a category, and under this category you can add multiple product. This is the products. Okay, so every product has purchase rate and sell rate. Okay, so this is the product. Suppose I want to add a new paper type, so I'll just click on plus sign, that add product. I'll give that paper is say Xerox paper, category paper. So once you select the category, these details will come like ink type, paper, it will come paper type, and this is the different supplier. So I will select A1 enterprise. Paper size, what is the paper size? Say A4, and paper thickness, say 80 GSM. Number of prints, say 500. Now what is the purchase rate? Say this purchase rate is, so sorry, I will not click on plus sign, new. First you have to click on new. Then you have to type that product name. First size say A4, paper thickness 80, number of print 500. Then what is the purchase rate? Say purchase rate I have 220. I will sell this as a 325. Sell. So new product is added. So I want to change later. I want to change that rate. So then I have to click 375. I want to sell. Sell. So it is updated here. Same way you can add a new supplier also. So I want to add a new supplier. So we can add edit supplier. Customer also. Suppose I want to add a new customer. So I can add a new customer here. So same way, click on add customer name. Say customer is Aditya, Mumbai, Denmark, do not compulsory city, Mumbai, in contact number 1, then save. So new details is coming. So you can edit it. Suppose you want to add something, pin code. So this is the master. So users is there. Suppose I want to, the user means who can be able to log into system and do the addition modification. So this is the user already there. Suppose I want to change anything, I can change, or I can add new user also. Now transaction. First you have to purchase the product. So click on purchase. Now you have to click on new bill number. Now supply name. Suppose I want to add the paper, we have already added. Purchase date. Now we have to add the product. So we have to click on plus sign, the product name. Suppose I want to add Xerox paper. So once you tab it, it will show the rate. So how many paper you want? I want 3 paper. Now I want to another paper. So then again plus, say photo paper I want 10. And then you have to save it. This purchase details will be saved, total will automatically calculate. Now save. So I want to take a printout of this one. So I have to know the bill number, the last bill number 24. Then click on first find, and then click on print. So it will print. It will show the crystal report with all the details. Like total amount, what is the quantity, and everything is coming. Okay. Now this is the purchase. Then there is a transaction supply payment. So I already purchased something. Say 24 is the bill number. Search. Total is that amount. So I can save it. To select payment, cash. Now order entry. This is for customer. So again plus customer name. So customer name, whatever you added, it will come show here. I have added Aditya. Bill date is there. Order status by default it will be pending. Now plus sign. So whatever paper I have added or whatever details or product we have in that, all this showing here. The Xerox paper quantity I will give. This is the rate is coming the sales rate. While save. Now if I know that 20 is the last one, so I can view and click on print. It will print the bill. Whatever the total amount, it will show the name of the customer, everything. Now again there is option called receive payment. So bill number I have to give 20. Now this amount I need to collect from customer. So what will the online transfer, and click on save. Distributor payment. For this one, so you have to first search it, and then you have to take a, if you want to print, then you can print also. Now these are the reports, purchases, whatever purchase you have done. You can view all supplier, or you can view that particular selected also. Like suppose I want to select only one device, so you can filter it. It will show only this one we have purchased, no? This last one, today's date. Same way order register is there. This will customer wise you can generate. If all customer I want to see only the Aditya report. And payment status will display here. And there is a called stock register. So it will show category wise, like whatever. It will show all the quantity. So I want to filter by product category paper. So this is a crystal report. So you can export to PDF, or you can export print also. PDF I want. You can take a printout, or you can send a mail to, suppose you want to mail it, you can mail it, or you can take a printout, or whatever you want, you can use this as a report. Now there is another report called payment received. Whatever payment you received for this particular day, it will display here. Today we have entered only one online transfer, it is coming. So I want to previous date, or say last year also. It will show more record. So this is the project where you can add purchase product or sell or order it. And this is the other menu is there. About is there, so you can add your name and everything if you want. Bills, if you want to take a printout of bill, any bill, whatever you already created, take a printout, and take printout. So once you buy this project, you will get all these files, source code, database script, and project file. And by using this, you can configure it, and you can run and show the demo or whatever you want.